Wayne, us good old boys, we're all the same. With a big hell yeah and a whole lot of American pride. Just a little on the redneck side.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Redneck Bros. Thank you for clicking on the video. Now this is one of the videos that I talked to you about not being in order. It's from the past, so this video is about my welder when I purchased it, and my welds don't come out good at all. First, because it was one of my first times welding with that welder, so I'm not used to it, and the feeding wire that feeds the feeder that feeds the wire through runs on the same power source that causes the arc for the actual welder. So instead of two separate systems, so it takes more power to turn them both, and most of the power goes to the actual arc, so that like jumps and skips and carries on. So I'm gonna find a fix for that eventually. I'm gonna see if I can make it so it goes on its own power source, almost like its own breaker. It's pretty much for you guys that don't know about welders, to put it as simple as possible, this isn't how it works, but it's almost like when you have two breakers, both of those things should be running on two separate breakers, but it's all running through one. So it takes more power to go through that one instead of just the power source going to the two and then splitting off, making it equal amount of power to both. So I'm going to find a fix for that, but please don't mind the welds. They will get better as time goes on, trust me, because I'll get used to the welder and I'll learn how to weld using that screwy thing. So thanks for watching. See you later. I think they're cutting down trees, I'm not sure. Not quite sure. Hey guys, welcome back to the Redneck Bros, where I have a special announcement. I have purchased an item that's going to help us out a lot in the future. And you've seen some of our past videos where we were having some issues with said item, and I'll explain them more after I reveal it. But I got a super deal on it, so I decided to keep it, and here she is. It is a Campbell Hosfield standard duty flux core 80 welder. Now, it's not the best welder in the world. I got it yesterday. It's not the best one that I've used. My grandfather's is a MIG welder, not a flux core. They're pretty much the same thing, but his runs on a separate gas line. We were having issues with that, and I don't think he ever got around to fixing them, and we need stuff to get welded, which brings us to today. Our buddy Dakota there, he's got a pocket rocket, or a pit bike, or whatever he's got, and it needs some welding done, so we're going to weld that today. So what we're going to do is we're going to get all this set up while he's going to get that, because that's a ways away. We're going to set this up and do some practice welding on that, so let's do that. Oh, I forgot to mention that the reason I got a killer deal on this, because I bought this for $100. That's not the only thing. It also came with this helmet here with a flip-up shield on it. I know those are pretty costly. It came with gloves, the brush and cutters, and two of these wire wheels, flux core welding wire. And, not to mention, the one that's in it is like 3/4 full. Killer deal. I figure around $250 deal I got for $100 at a pawn shop. See, it's still got quite a bit left on it. I'll put that back on and we'll finish setting up. If it'll go on. Haven't quite mastered this yet. There it goes. Alrighty. Let's finish setting up. Remember to always be safe. Wear gloves, helmet protection, all that fun stuff. Pass it out. Never do that. I do that just for testing. Don't do it. Where do we want to weld? I guess we can touch up right there. Alrighty, here we go. So these welds, they're not the best. Obviously, I'm not a professional. Just a kid learning how to do it. They're not the best, but they're not my worst welds. Let's overlook some of them. So the first one that I started out with was on this side. Let's move the ground clamp and shut the thing off so it's got time to cool. So, these are the first welds that I did. Not the best in the world. Then I went over and I touched up right there a little bit. And then the ones that I just did were down here. They were looking pretty good until I went back and did it. I probably shouldn't have done that, but as long as these welds will hold, I don't care what they look like. I'll end up scraping it all down with a wire wheel on my grinder, wire brushing it, end up doing all that and painting it all black. So, not gonna affect my life so much. But for right now, I'm gonna work on my motorized bike because I am having a few issues with it. As you can see, I've had to remove the clutch pad and everything. So I'm working on that, and we should all be good. So I think I'm gonna go through, start putting the clutch pad back on, then greasing up the gears, stuff like that. So I'm gonna do that, and I will see you guys when we end up getting the pit bike or whatever it is, and I'll have Dakota explain it better for you. So we'll see you then. Okay, one thing that we do have to weld right now is my gas tank off the bike over there. As you can see, I did a video on this a while back, and it cracked right there, and I tried fixing it with JB welds. As you can see, I missed some right there. It didn't hold, so I went and cleaned it all up, and we're gonna try to weld it while we wait. So I don't mind because this got to be repainted anyways. Let's do that. Let's get the camera set back up and we'll get to welding. Alrighty, let's weld it up. That's too much. So I did screw up, as I did mention. So he's the best. But if it holds, it holds. Like I said earlier, I'll just repaint it black and act like it's not there. They're welds, so I'd hope they hold. Of course, this is a low power, standard duty thing. Made to do standard stuff, not heavy duty like my grandfather's or my buddy Hayden's there up in New Hampshire. So wait for this to cool down, put some gas in it and see if it holds. I'll see you then. Alrighty guys, for the moment of truth, it's all cooled down. And I'm going to try putting just a little gas in it over the area and see if it drips at all. Not a whole lot in here. That's my normal gas tank, but I'm all out. This is cheap gas, but I don't want to run water through it because obviously it's a gas tank. So let's see what she'll do. Just that much to do the trick. I poured some over the side. Seems dry. I did stick it in the snow just to help it cool down a little bit. I don't smell any gas coming from there. I don't see any gas dripping. I mean, it is wet, obviously, because of the snow, but I think we got it. Looking there. So we got it, guys. Yep, welded the gas tank. Now we can go and reinstall it. When I clean it up, dump the gas out, and we'll be all set.